Coin on.
Hello, YouTube coin community. It's me, Robert, with Coin Up. Today, on a year in review, we're going to do the year 1970. Now, this was brought as a suggestion in the comments below by Joe Durbin. Joe Durbin is a very good friend of the channel, so if you would like to have a year in review and you give me a date, I'll see if I can't work on it and give you a little bit of an idea of what was going on during that year. Maybe it's a birth year, anniversary, something like that. So feel free to take and to leave a comment and let me know. So without any ado, let's get to it, and I'll speak to you right at the end of this video. In 1970, an ounce of gold would still only cost you $36.02. For a fresh delivered half gallon of milk, it would have cost you 66 cents. A dozen eggs was approximately 53 cents per dozen, and a loaf of bread back then would have cost you 25 cents. Now, at the gas pumps, you would have paid 36 cents per gallon, and the average cost of a car was $3,900. A home in 1970 would have cost you approximately $23,400. In other happenings, on January 22nd, 1970, the first commercial Boeing 747 flight was a Pan Am trip from New York to London. It had 332 passengers and 18 crew members. Now, the Pan Am 747 could hold up to 550 people, and it was helping to control the ever-growing volume of air traffic at the time. And to many people, sadly, the Beatles had taken and disbanded. It had become official when, in April of 1970, Paul McCartney stated publicly that he was leaving the band. Let It Be is released as their final album a month later. On April the 11th, 1970, from the Kennedy Space Center, the Apollo 13 took off and was headed to the moon. At 200,000 feet from Earth, there was a mission controller who happened to see a low-pressure warning signal on a hydrogen tank in Odyssey. Now, I don't know all the technological terminology here, but I do know that it was supposed to take and just be a simple flip of a switch, cool off a tank, and everything would be okay and back to normal. However, when they flipped the switch on this normal procedure, the whole spaceship took and shook, and apparently it was from an explosion. As the story goes, apparently alarm lights lit up in Odyssey and in Mission Control as the oxygen pressure had fell to a point where it just basically disappeared. Now, if you want to find out more about the Apollo 13 and all the happenings, there was a movie back in 1995 called Apollo 13. One piece of note, though, the actual statement was, "Houston, we've had a problem." Not what they say in the movie, which is, "Houston, we have a problem." They use the word had. So that might have been a little bit important if you was up in that spaceship. Now let's go look at some coins for the year 1970. In 1970, the San Francisco Mint made both a small and a large date Lincoln cent. We're going to look at the small date. It has a little extra value to it. In a Mint State 63, they're worth about $50. In a Mint State 67, they're worth a handsome $600. The record for a Mint State 67 is $2,464 on June 23rd of 2008 at a David Lawrence rare coin auction gallery. Now let's compare that to the 1970 S large date, or the normal 1970 San Francisco. In a Mint State 63, they go for about $5. A Mint State 67 Plus, that's a very high grade, it goes for $2,000. The record of $1,500 was set on February the 20th, 2019 on an eBay sale for a Mint State 67 Plus. Now we're going to stay in the Lincoln Cent series for this next variety. It's a 1970 San Francisco large date. This is the double die obverse and is known in the cherry pickers as the Viva Stanton 101 double die offers. In a Mint State 63, they go for $5,500, and for a Mint State 66, $37,500. Now the record was set on September 26, 2019 at a Legends Rare coin auction for a Mint State 65 red, and it brought $11,456. Not bad for a little penny. Now we're going to move into the 1970D Jefferson nickel. For a 1970D full step in a Mint State 64, they run you about $2,100. And a Mint State 66, $10,000. The record was set on December 8th of 2004 at a Heritage auction for a Mint State 64 full step. The price went for $1,208. In the Washington quarter for 1970, there's two very nice double dies. The first one we're going to look at is in the Cherry Pickers as a FS 101. This is a 1970D Washington quarter double die avos. Now in the AU 58, they're worth $1,275, and they have them estimated in a Mint State 66 at $2,500. There's very few of these, and it's very scarce, and right now I cannot find a record, as there's apparently been no auctions that I'm aware of. The next one is also a 70D, but it's the Viva Stanton 102. This one also has nice doubling on Liberty and the date. In a Mint State 63, they run about $800. A Mint State 65, $3,000. And a record on January 8, 2012 at a Heritage auction, a Mint State 65, this was the Discovery coin, sold for $2,875. The last coin that we're going to look at would only come in a mint set, so you'd have to have purchased a 1970 mint set, and in it you can get a 1970D Kennedy half dollar. In a Mint State 63, they run about $16. A 66, about $300. In a Mint State 67, they run $5,500. And the record was set on October 18th at 2020 at a Heritage auction for a Mint State 67, and it brought $6,300. Not bad for a $20 mint set at the time of this recording. And there you have it. This is my year in review 1970. I hope you liked the video. I hope you hit the thumbs up. And we hope you subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to be notified any time that we go live. I would like to thank a good friend of the Coin Channel, Joe Durbin, for the suggestion in the comments. And again, if you'd like to have a year in review for maybe a birthday, anniversary, or something like that, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll look into it and see if I cannot take and get you a video out for it. I enjoy doing these videos. They teach me a lot. I hope you learn a little bit of something, and I'm trying to take and give both varieties and normal coins that just maybe have better grades. And don't forget, these are exceptional examples, so remember that they're going to take and you're not going to pull these out of pocket change so much. You'll have to take and you'll have to get original rolls or find them at a dealer's table in 2-buys where they're selling them, and they just haven't paid attention to the grade. It does happen. I have been very successful cherry picking both grades and varieties throughout my career. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, hit the thumbs up, share it with a friend. Let everybody know that, well, here you might be able to learn a little bit of something to make a little bit of extra money while you're taking and enjoying a hobby, coin collecting. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful week. And as I always like to say, happy hunting, folks.
Thank you.